honey, now, please, just calm down and tell your mama what is going on.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now, get some honor when they leave their own shindig, ducking out in secret without telling anybody.
Mama, leave me alone. I said I don't want to talk about it.
Is Dixie upstairs?
No, Dixie is not upstairs. Dixie is gone. I'm glad you're here.
We've been so worried. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, not physically.
Well, Will told me what happened. I'm really very, very sorry. How that man could look you square in the face and lie about something so important.
Uncle Palmer, it hurts to talk about it, so I really don't even want to think about it.
Honey, is there anything I can do?
She's upset, Myra.
I can see that. Did you bring the baby?
No, the baby's over at Joe and Bruce. He's spending the night there.
Well, I'm glad you didn't leave him with Dad.
Honey, you look so tired.
Well, I am. I was wondering if it'd be okay if I spent the night here with you guys.
You know you're always welcome here, Dixie.
Great, thanks. Well, if it's all right with you, I think I'm just gonna go take a nap.
You come get some rest, honey. Things will look brighter. Okay? Come on.
I do hate to see her hurting.
Yes, so do I. But better a little hurt now than a big hurt later on.
Exposing Tad's lie was a terrific move. It made her see Tad's true colors.
Mm-hmm. He's going to have a tough time worming himself out of this one.
You mean that's it? Because you had no definite job out there, she said sayonara?
I never should have lied to her.
Well, she never should have run out on you either. I mean, she is your wife, sweetheart. She is supposed to stand by her man. That's what the wedding vows are all about, you know. I mean, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse.
Well, she got through the poor all right, but I think the worst did her in.
Well, then all I can say is good riddance.
Stop. Don't start with me, all right? Please. And whether you like it or not, I'm in love with Dixie.
I know you are, sweetheart. I know that. But if she had so little faith in you, I mean, who needs her?
You think that's it? She thought I couldn't find another job?
Well, that's what it sounds like to me, and she could not be more wrong about that. I mean, just because this particular job wasn't the be-all and the end-all doesn't mean that you weren't going to land something better. I know you, Tad, and I'm not just saying this because you're a chip-off-the-old blockette here. I mean, you are a smart man, you're a hard worker, and when you set your mind to something, you sure as shooting are going to succeed.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Good heavens. When I think of all the wives with 4, 5, 6 kids who just drop everything to pick up and follow their men when they're looking for work or just chasing a dream, I mean, that's what being married is all about. I mean, look at me. I didn't want to go all the way out to Timbuktu, Arizona but that's where Ralph had work, and so that's where we had to go. I mean, it just hurt like the blazes to have to leave you and Jenny, but I did it because it's a wife's duty to follow her husband wherever his destiny takes him. Well, I suppose she's just run back to Palmer.
I'd bet money on it if I had any.
So, once again, she's choosing her uncle over her husband. What is wrong with that girl?
Mom, it's late. Why don't you just go to bed, all right?
What, and leave my poor sonny boy alone broken-hearted? No way.
I'm not broken-hearted.
Oh, well, sure. I mean, somebody does you dirt like that, you get over it in no time.
I just want to be left alone.
All right, if that's what you want. But I'll be here if you need anything at all. You just give a holler, okay? You understand? All right. Good night.
Mama bird's feeding her baby bird. That's a good boy. That was a big mama bird, wasn't it? Oh, the biscuit.
Looks like somebody likes that cereal you bought there, Ma.
He likes his grandma. That's what he likes.
Oh, I adore him. Yes, I do. You know I do, too, don't you? Trouble is, I'm not going to get a chance to spoil you. Joe, I can't bear the thought of letting him go.
Oh, Mom, he's only going to California.
Well, he might as well be going to the moon.
Well, Dad's marriage comes first.
I know that. I know. I really do. Darling, I want to miss him also. What's the matter? Oh, look who's here.
Hi. Good morning, everybody.
Hi.
Good morning. Come on in.
Hi, sweetheart.
You know, you're raising an oatmeal addict there.
Who are you, huh?
Hello, beautiful.
You're here
Oh,
bright and
look
early.
happy. Well,
How are you feeling, darling? You feel
oh,
better?
much better,
Well, we're
thanks.
so sad to see you leave the party so early last night.
Oh, well,
Well, I'm glad you're better. Is Tad outside?
no.
Well, isn't that Mr. Cortland's limo out there?
Oh, sweetheart. Oh, you missed your mama, didn't you?
Dixie,
Oh, Dixie, what's wrong?
there is something wrong here. Darling, look, you know we love you very much. If we can help you, that's what we want to do. We just want to help you.
I know you do, but you can't.
What happened?
Ted and I aren't going to California.
What?
Well, I can't talk about it, really. Thanks for taking care of Junior.
Oh, honey, please just tell us.
No, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to talk to Ted, okay? Thanks for everything.
Trouble in River City.
I'm going to find out what this is all about.
And Mom is on the case.
Oh, look, Ruth, Tad wants to tell us. He will. I know.
You know, I walked in on him last night, Tad and Dixie, and they were saying some pretty harsh words.
What was it all about?
It must have been something awful.
I gotta side with Mom on this. You know, Tad was really looking forward to this move.
Oh.
Well,
Yes, all right. I'll go with you.
There we go. This is just what the doctor ordered. Nice, big, hearty breakfast. Fix you up in no time.
Mama, I keep telling you, the idea of food makes me sick.
Oh, nonsense. Now, it's not that often I get a chance to cook for you, darling. Whoops.
You hate to cook.
Well, I most certainly do not.
You never volunteered to cook before this.
Well, that's because I didn't want to usurp the domestic duties of your little wifey. But now that she's just run out and left you flat, I'm here for you, darling. There you go. I'm here for you front and center.
We had a fight. Dixie has not left me.
Well, it doesn't look good.
Mama, for heaven's sake, you act like we're already in divorce court.
Well, I mean, who's that?
I don't know.
I'm here to pick up Dixie's things.
What?
And the babies.
She's not coming back?
After the stunt you pulled, I wouldn't exactly count on it. May I?
Where do you think you're going?
I'm going to pick up her things, remember?
Now, let's just get something settled here. Did Dixie tell you that she's not coming back?
Well, thanks to your son, my sister's too miserable to say much of anything.
I don't bet that makes you really happy, does it?
Why? Because he's not going to have to put up with any more abuse from you? Yeah. You know what? Now that you mention it, that does make me pretty happy. In fact, I think that getting the hell away from you, Tad Martin, is going to be the greatest thing that ever happened to her and her baby. Now, with or without your permission, I'm going upstairs to get her things.
Just see, Dad, I hated alighting. I didn't have any choice. It was my last chance. It was the only thing I could think of. I wanted to tell Dixie before we got on the plane.
now I understand why she was so upset.
I had to get her away. I had to get her out of Pine Valley and away from Palmer Cortland. I was desperate.
Well, Tad, there had to be some other way than lying to Dixie.
If you can think of one thing, please fill me in.
Well, this certainly didn't work, did it?
I tried talking to her. You don't know how many times. But when it comes to that family, they're like sheep. No matter what he did, she just kept forgiving him.
But we all know how devious Palmer can be.
We feel bad for you, Tad. We want to help.
Darling, we love you. You know we love you, but we also love Dixie and the baby.
You know what's amazing is, every time we'd argue, she would bring up the point of Palmer being, a blood kin or a blood relative. Is it that mattered, Is it that was some kind of excuse for what he'd done? I don't get it. I don't understand. You two are what real family's all about. And we don't share one drop of blood in common.
Darling, Dixie understands that. She knows how close we are. No. And she knows how much you love that little boy.
No, she doesn't understand, Mom. That's just it. She doesn't understand. You know, when it comes to Palmer, she's brainwashed. She's unreal. She's nuts.
Have you told her how you feel?
1,000,000 times. We always start to argue. Always. And last night I went a little too far.
In what way?
Well, I wanted to tell her that I knew what I'd done was wrong, you know, and I tried to apologize. She wouldn't listen to me. And then I said some things that I shouldn't have said, and she ran out. Straight to Cortlandt Manor.
Well, son, what are you going to do now?
I wish I knew.
You haven't spoken with Dixie since last night? No. What are you going to do? Just sit back and let Palmer Cortlandt call the shots?
No. But apparently Dixie is.
I can't believe Ted did this to you.
You surprised? The man always was a hothead.
You should see the apartment.
What about the apartment?
Well, he must have up before I got there. It's a real mess.
Well, that's no loss.
Well, Uncle Palmer's right, Dixie. Can't go back there.
Yeah, anything you need or the baby needs, I can always get it for you.
Don't you listen to them, Dix. Tad Martin may have a temper, but he would never harm you or that little boy of yours.
Certainly is. Just take a look at Will.
Well, then you must have done something to provoke him.
Whose side are you on, anyway?
Yeah, sometimes I wonder.
I'm on Dixie's side. And the baby's. And I don't care what the two of you say. Tad Martin is not a violent man.
Well, I didn't used to think so either, but now I'm really beginning to wonder.
Oh, Dix.
Well, it's true. Mara, you didn't hear the things that he said to me. He said horrible things, things I will never forget.
What did he say?
Well, I can't repeat it. But the man that I married, the man that I loved, certainly wouldn't have said those things.
Dixie, now listen. If you expect us to help you, you've got to be a little bit more forthcoming. Now, what did he say?
Will you two stop hammering on this poor child? Can't you see that you're upsetting her?
Sorry,
Why don't you just take your tea into the
right,
study? You two.
Come on. Come on.
Honey, here. Sometimes a strong cup of tea is just the only thing that helps.
Myra, my whole life is disintegrating.
Oh, honey.
Ever since he found out about Uncle Palmer and Opal trying to break us up, that's all he talked about constantly. Yap, yap, yap. It was like trying to get us away from him.
Well, you can hardly blame him.
But they're my family. I mean, I know Uncle Palmer has a habit of interfering in our lives, you know, but he only does it because he loves us out of love and concern. And every time I defend him, oh, Tado, he gets so furious at me. He thinks that I'm being this sentimental sap about family, and maybe I am. But is it wrong to want to be near you? Is it wrong to want to be near my brother or my sister?
No, of course it's not wrong.
There's such a guilt trip on me about it. And then he asked me something horrible. He asked me where all this concern for family was when I broke up Adam and Brooke's marriage. Can you believe that? He said that to me. He called me a hypocrite, basically. It was awful.
Because he was angry, honey. And when we're angry, we say things we don't mean, but I'm sure he regrets it now.
No, he's not sorry. He meant it. He thinks that I deliberately broke up Brooke's marriage, and I didn't. You know I didn't.
No.
Sometimes I wonder why he even married me.
Because he loves you.
Well, he used to try to make me feel better about it, but it turns out he's blamed me for the whole thing all along.
Oh, no. I mean, I don't think that's the case, no.
Well, I do. I do, and if that's how he really feels, I just cannot stay married to him.
Oh, honey, now, wait, don't you think you're being a little hard on Tad? I mean, you two have had so much to contend with, and every marriage goes through adjustments.
If I can't trust him, and he can't trust me, what kind of marriage is that, Myra?
A good one. Now, you and Tad, just look and you'll find your way back to it. You will.
I don't know. I really wish that I thought so too, but I just don't know.
Well, now, it wasn't easy, but I knew that sooner or later my efforts would pay off. Now, that marriage is bust for sure.
It certainly looks that way.
Well,
I guess I'll have to give credit where credit is due.
credit? Hell, I want cash.
Opal.
Now, you promised me a big hunk of dough if I pulled this thing off, Palmer. Now, where is it? Well, I certainly hope you're not going to be welching on me, because if you do, I mean... Oh, howdy-ho there, Myra. Opal, hi.
Your mail.
Thank you.
What brings you here, I wonder?
Oh, Myra, I am just full of concern and worry about those two kids. You know, I have never seen my baby boy looking so miserable. I came to plead his case. I was hoping that, you know, maybe I could get Dixie to listen and that she'd come back home.
Well, then, afraid you're out of luck.
Oh, now I can be pretty persuasive.
Well, I know. But Dixie's not here.
Oh.
Well, where the devil is she?
Haven't a clue.